1-0 red. Fellas, keep your hands out. You're just fine. Keep your hands out.
Yeah.
I marked it, so
That's the max you're going to go?
that's the max you can go. Otherwise, you got to zoom in over here.
All right.
And
And just FYI, that HDMI cord's like almost bent up there, so just make sure it doesn't fall out.
About the feet and the hands.
Thank you. Yeah, I got them down at the outlet, and apparently I don't make them anymore, so I was seeing them for like $260 resale, and I was like, dang, should I hold on or?
I'm a sneakerhead, so I know it's good sneakers. All right.
Back to boo stick, back to 25. Good ball movement by Fairview as the ball goes up. Ooh.
Good rebound there by number 20, Ellen Locker for Fossil.
See, just a perfect example of how Fairview is really hurting themselves here. Great ball movement, but number 25 for Fairview really forced up a shot. Z Zimmons. You just gotta, you gotta take your time in moments like that. There's no shot clock. You want to work till you get the right shot.
Owen Locker definitely, that nice rebound to make up, those bad shots. And, I mean, he's been playing decent defense, but definitely his aggressiveness is making up for it.
For sure, for sure. As Coach Spencer subs out number 11 for Fossil, Easton Miller.
Owen Locker looks like he's actually been taking free throws here.
Michael Haddad back in. Yes, Fossil is indeed in the bonus, so McClackler will have 2 at the line. Or pardon me, 1.
Oh, nice tip there by number 1 on Fairview. Gonna be Fossil's ball here, but great defense by him to get the ball out of bounds.
For sure, for sure. You missed the free throw, but believe me, a coach would loves to see this aggression. This is stuff you work on in practice, repetition. As number 30 is off to 22 for Fossil.
Once
Michael
again,
Haddad after
good
Andrew Goff.
Ball movement by Fossil here.
Great ball movement. As Andrew Goff draws the foul.
And they do have
costly.
the bonus, so he will be going to the line. For 1 or 2 shots, Brady.
Man, oh man, I'll tell you, this is just McCoskey. I believe we are going to, it is the bonus. I believe we're going to be getting 1 shot.
Let's see if he can make it here for Fossil. Shots up, and right off the rim. It's going to be out of bounds again. It looks like it's going to be Fairview's ball.
You got to love the aggression, though, by number 20, Alan McClickler, just fighting for that possession. Coaches love to see it, and that's why McClickler has remained in the game. As number 3 brings up the court for Fairview. Off to 25.
Looks like Fossil's playing more of a zone defense here, shifting between the left
Simmons
and right,
with
as
the
we can see there.
Oh, and but nice rebound by number 11 for Fairview, W. Ogden.
Fossil's going to try to get the ball back up here quick.
Number 10, Andrew Goff bringing up the court.
Dang, you see Fossil's defense there. It looks like, that double team's been working all game. They've had that zone defense, and it looks like they just shifted from side to side wherever the ball was at.
For sure, as number 22, Michael Haddad scores.
Easy layup for him there. Little floater to get that ball in.
Oh, but number 25 coming right back up. See, you can't just have those empty possessions.
Both teams are playing
Gotta get
very
back up on
fast
defense.
here.
Andrew Goff bringing it up the court.
Andrew Goff looks like he's been playing the number 1 here in second period so far.
Looking for the shot. Nice cuts and movement
He's
from
going to be
Fossil.
calling another play here.
Goff will take it all the way to the rim. Oh, and he's short with Fairview getting the ball. Number 25, C. Simmons.
Looks like he's trying to set up, an ISO play, try to get him open space and for he can drive to the hole.
For sure, and if you're going to do that, you really want to be a little more aggressive. Draw that foul. Looks like Goff kind of scared away and was pleased with the shot he had. As number 25, C. Simmons airballing. Number 30 for Fossil. Jake Bison bringing up the court. Oh, but a double dribble by Bison. As a coach, you hate to see those empty possessions. As we got some subs for both teams.
Looks like we're going to see number 1, Porter Pierce. Looks like it's his first appearance in this game.
Yes, Pierce's first appearance. Let's see if he can help Fossil get some better shots, as they have been stagnant these last couple of plays. As number 3 for Fairview brings up the ball. And nice steal by number 1, Porter Pierce.
Making a very good first impression here. Coaches love to see that.
Oh man, these players, that's how you earn the minutes. You make use of the time you have. As Andrew Goff looking for the play once again.
Just the leader of the second period.
We got it coming, number 1.
Plays.
Number 1 for Fossil, Porter Pierce.
Looks like he's a little frustrated after that shot. You clapping his hands. Just didn't like how that shot turned out.
Hey, listen, it was a good cut and everything, but maybe don't settle for that 3. As number 3 for Fairview.
Bad defense here by Owen, number 20 for Fossil. It could have been costly, but he missed the layup.
Poor defense and lack of boxing out as D. Foster just gets the rebound as Simmons brings it up.
Just bad hustle there, just kind of swiped at the ball and then just didn't even go after it after.
Number 11 for Fairview, W. Ogden, looking for Simmons, who will take it all the way to the basket. Off to number 24 for Fairview, D. Foster, who's just short.
Just an open 3 and he's going to miss it.
Oh, but bad boxing out and recovering from Fossil. As Fairview seizes the...
And number 20, Owen is going to take the foul there. He fouled number 15, Owen just really needs to step up his game here. I mean, poor defense, then he causes the foul.
For sure. I mean, you spoke the words out of my mouth. As number 15 for Fairview is good for the first free throw. C. Carroll.
Looks like we're going to see some subs here for both teams.
As Owen McClocker comes out. Yeah, you got to wonder. McClockler's played well, but a couple of some costly mistakes getting Fairview back in this game. As it's a 6-point game. No longer that 9-point lead as before, as number 15 is short on his second free throw. Carroll being 1 for 2 from the line as Andrew Goff brings it up the floor. Goff looking about 25 feet from the basket to number 1, Porter Pierce. Ooh, almost a bad turnover. Goff once again on the top of the key for the mid-ranger. And it'll be short. Overshooting, but nice. Oh, almost. Number 33 for Fossil.
Nice rebound
Max
there for number
Haas.
25, Z Simmons.
Z Simmons. Off to number 3 for Fairview. Off to back to 5. About a 25-foot three-pointer. Just short.
Nice rebound there by number 11, Easton Miller for Fossil. As he's just giving it to the number 1, or number 10, but number 1 point guard, Drew Goff.
Oh, nice steal by Hines all the way to the basket, and he's good for 2.
Costly mistake by number 10, Drew Goff for Fossil. I mean, just telegraph that pass.
Hey, listen, these are costly mistakes, and it is keeping Fairview into this game as it's once again only a 6-point lead. Number 33 back off to Andrew Goff for the 3. Oh, and Goff's just short, but great hustle by number 33.
And off of Porter Pierce's shoe, and is going to be Fairview's ball as the ball goes out of bounds.
Great hustle by Max Bate, but unfortunately Porter Pierce couldn't recover that inbound throw-in.
Looks like it's going to be a timeout here for Fairview.
Yeah, definitely both coaches definitely should have a lot to talk about this timeout.
I mean, just costly. I mean, first period, Fossil was playing great, you know. Good ball movement. But then Fairview just looks like they stepped to their defense. A lot less fouls and just a lot more turnovers.
For sure, for sure. Definitely hoping to see more aggressiveness from Fossil on both ends of the floor, just as we'd seen earlier in the game. As it was almost at one point a 2-10 game, 8-point lead. But it's really, really looking different as Fairview's coming back. As number 5 for Fairview, Jay Hines brings it up the court. Oh, and a nice move by Hines.
Just puts Drew on ice skates there, makes him stumble over, but just can't execute on the shot.
Definitely a questionable shot by Hines, though.
Just looked like he almost was a bullet, just right to the net, the basket.
Fairview's got to be bummed out as it's definitely hard to stay in the game with those questionable shots.
I mean, great move, you know, made Drew just stumble there, but then just couldn't execute the shot. It looks like he's going to be benched after all his turnovers, and especially just that poor defense there. And number 22 is going to take it in, but missed the easy layup.
Great move by Michael Haddad, but you got to use the backboard in that situation.
Just try to do a little, almost backhand layup, and you should have just gone in with the left hand.
You're making your life way too much harder than it has to be.
You just try to get fancy with it.
Just use the fundamentals. There's a reason fundamentals work as well as they do. As number 3 just short for Fairview.
Really, both teams just getting a little too fancy here. I mean, doing too crazy of a moves, as we can see some crazy shots, They just need to stick to the basics and just Fossil definitely needs to go back to how they were playing in the first period.
Listen, if I'm Fairview, it's a 4-point game. There's no need for a 3. Let's take our time and get a good quality shot. If it's a 3, so be it. But I believe they can get a better shot than a 3-pointer.
And number 3 for Fairview is just going to take a travel. He kind of just can't set his feet.
Jacob Bustik traveling. Definitely see the frustration in Fairview's head coach. It's number 1 for Fairview, E. Austinfield subbing in. Getting a lineup change.
We look like we have a few new players for Fossil. Also, does look like we have number 5, Ethan Moran,
bringing it up the court.
Playing point guard here, just like he was in the first period. Nice move by Ethan. Passes it out to Porter Pierce, but just Porter wasn't expecting that pass, and he just was kind of running past him. Ethan Moran kind of passed it behind him, and he wasn't able to catch that pass, and it's going to go out of bounds.
It's a nice move by Moran, but definitely no need to spice it up as much as he did. Just do the simple pass.
Or even just go for that layup.
For sure, for sure. Definitely think with his foot movement, he could have taken that to the basket. As number 5, off to number 10 for Fairview. Back to number 5, back to number 3, Jay Austinfield.
Number 10 just kind of sits in there as the tall man just catching the ball and passing it back out. Like, he almost just kind of sits there in the middle, and they pass it to him, and he just passes it back out, almost like trying to set up a give-and-go play.
And Hines will dribble out of bounds. Just 2 costly plays from Hines, and I wouldn't be surprised if Fairview's head coach takes him out. As Evan Goldie for the 3. Oh, and he's short.
Nice rebound by Porter Pierce. He's going to make the easy layup as he puts it back up for Fossil.
Great rebound by Pierce. But if I'm Evan Goldie, you got to follow that shot. Fairview's boxing out hasn't been great this quarter, so definitely
19
follow
to
your shot.
13, a minute left in the second.
Number 1 for Fairview. Oh,
Great
and
block
shot
shot by
tipped.
number 13, Caden Cruz. As Porter Pierce just makes a costly mistake, just losing the ball and it just kicking off his foot and going out of bounds. I mean, they could have set up a very good play there. I mean, they had the fast break. Everything did good, and he just tripped up on his dribble, and as you can see, he got benched for it.
For sure is Hines at the three-point line. Oh, and Fairview getting doubled just as we've seen in the first period. But Fairview getting the ball out. Hines off to number 10 for Fairview. London drawing the foul. London visibly the largest player on the court. Given it's a 6-point game, definitely can't wonder if Fairview's head coach is going to be utilizing him more.
Definitely need to make the free throws here. I mean, he hasn't been doing a lot this game. He's kind of just been sitting down there in the post and just passing the ball back and forth, Maybe try to post up next time, make that easy shot.
For sure. Listen, free throws, you got to take opportunities at the line. It's great at drawing the foul. And the coaches love to see it, but they also want to see the fouls go in as number 10.
Going to go 1 out of 2 here as he banks that one off the backboard for an easy free throw shot.
London is good for his second free throw.
We got 30 seconds here, 19 to 14.
Ethan Baran waiting
Looks
for
like
the clock.
he's just going to, just wait for that clock. And once again, it looks like we have same players as the start of the game.
Coach Spencer wants a good last play. Oh, and number 3 for Fossil. Just short, but great rebound by number 30.
Jake Bisson.
Great hustle. Love to see it.
And a costly mistake for Fairview there. I mean, just another turnover for them. I mean, there's 2 seconds left, but still, just as you can see, number 5 is a little frustrated as he hits the chair there.
And Jay Hines just continues to have some questionable turnovers. But listen, Fairview, they really were able to turn around things after the first period and give them credit. But definitely overall, obviously given the 7-point lead, it's clear to say that Fossil has been the stronger team. But hey, it's a 7-point game. We got a whole second half to play. Definitely will be interesting to see how things turn around. So please stay with us, folks.
Just a lot of turnovers for both teams. But Fossil definitely just seems like the better team here. I think they need to go back. As you can see, the starting lineup there was at the end, and they need to second period they had a lot more turnovers than the first. First they looked very good and had a very good lead and just had a lot of points and were making very good ball movement, and then they switched up the people and it just looked like it went downhill for there, and Fairview was able to catch up.
Couldn't agree anymore. Folks, thanks again for joining us in this first half, and stay tuned for second half. Next half, we will have Chris Bauerfein and Alex Feldman joining the commentating table as Tyron and I will be taking over camera work.
I'm Chris Bauerfeind. Next to me is Alex Feldman, and we'll be taking over in the second half for Brady Hauntz and Taryn Morgan. From our camera, we were the cameramen before, and just easy glances right out of the gate here. Possession has been something that these teams have seemed to not value very much. They've been turning over the ball a ton, and either team here, when they're putting up the shots, they've been mostly going in pretty well. So I think a big key for this second half, both coaches reiterating, is that they need to hold on to the ball a little bit. They can't be having these turnovers that turn into easy fast break points.
Well, yeah, and it's mainly Fairview that hasn't been getting most of the possessions. It's mainly just been Fossil that's been keeping the possessions, running as much plays as they can, and they've been doing a pretty good job of the ball movement around the court and just keeping it on their side. Fossil has somewhat shown an organized offense here, and that's pretty impressive based on our previous games we've covered. They have a plan, and they're enacting it pretty well here. All right, 25 for Fairview takes it to the corner. Back to 25 in the corner. Makes a quick drive. Dishes out to number 3. 25 and 3 going back and forth. 5 at the top of the key here. Over to 25. Pulls up from 3. Bricks it off the back. Too strong. Good rebound by number 5. 25 back at the top. Short drive. Number 5 puts it up. Little long off the iron. Fairview is aggressive with these rebounds. Diving for the balls. You can tell their coach is ecstatic when they're getting the rebounds here. Really trying to bring the energy. Nutting with the drive. Travel. And that's one of those tough travels where it's not exactly takes 2 steps, it's just on the pivot his foot slides. And some people would be like, well, that's not 2 steps, how's that a travel? And well, once you're planted with 1 foot, it can't move. 25. A little short off the front of the iron there. Rebound by Keel. Good rebound. Gives it to Moran. Taking it slow, a slowed down tempo.
Okay, Fairview, we're just going to call their numbers because we cannot read the roster.
Keel puts it up. Gets fouled on the shot. Keel got the rebound on the other end and gets fouled here. Let's see if he can knock down these free throws to make a pretty good consecutive cycle here. Keel is the biggest guy on the court right now.
Yeah, on both sides, I agree with that. Otherwise, you got 10 on the bench over there. He's pretty big on Fairview.
Number 10 on Fairview is pretty large indeed.
What? Keel?
Misses the first one.
Hey, this is his first, I want to say, free throw that he's been taking all game.
Free throw attempts?
Yeah.
Puts up the second one. Ooh. Short off the front of the iron again. Number 5. Oh, we got a block here by number 23. You can't just get in the way of somebody like that. Your feet have to be planted. That kind of disruption.
Taryn, you have to move your head, buddy.
Number 3, top of the key. Number 5 into the corner, shot, short. Do you know that the 3-point from the corner is actually shorter than at the top of the key? That's why some people say the corner 3 is the easiest shot of all the 3-pointers.
I did not know that. That's
indeed. Huh. Keel there with the good layup. Redeeming himself from those free throws previously. Fairview in the paint, puts it up, fouled, and 1. Way to finish it there by number 3 on Fairview.
The power of the ginger.
I mean, this game is close by the scale of its 9-point difference, and that doesn't seem like a whole lot. But when the visiting teams only scored 16 total points, that's over half. And so that deficit's going to be hard to come back here.
And Fairview's making sure that they don't get more than 10. So they've been keeping a really good somewhat spacing, but they need to get back up there. They've been just having a lot of loose balls during the game and a lot of bad passes that they need to.
That was a good rebound on the defensive side there by Keel.
Yeah.
Layup attempt by Moran. Does not go. Fast break for Fairview, tipped out by Fossil. Going to stay Fairview ball. There have been a lot of those fast break opportunities in this game, and part of that's due to the turnovers. and good rebounding. And you can tell both the coaches are telling their squads to run the floor and to try to increase that tempo and get those easy fast break points when necessary. Fairview gets fouled on the inbound play.
Number 5 seems like their star player right now. Otherwise, they got 10, their enforcer.
He has been in control of the ball a lot here. Him and 25 kind of taking control of the ball and trying to run the offense through them. But you can tell something that both these coaches have been very emphatic about is running the floor on the fast break. And that's something you got to do when you have opportunities to get easy points. And it's really an effort play at that point. You really have to
make the smart moves and be able to get the passes in. Ooh, misses
second
the second
free
one.
throw off the front of the iron. A lot of short free throws today.
Yeah, mainly by Fairview.
Nutting over to Moran. He's taking a pretty slow tempo, driving. Air ball there by Goldie, excuse me. Number 5 for Fairview. Getting double teamed in the corner and gets out of it. Long pass, long dangerous pass over. Back to 25, drives, dishes to 23 who he thought was gonna cut to the basket and did not quite get there. That's the kind of team chemistry stuff, you know. If you know you're gonna give and go, you know, that's something that you work on in practice and you kind of try to build that relationship.
Terry keeps getting in the way.
Haddad in the paint, puts it up, short. Good defense there by 15 on Fairview. They're really not letting any shots get up right now without competition. Keel, good defense and gets the rebound.
15 hoping that would be a foul.
Yeah, he had his feet planted and his hands in the air. There was no foul there. It's about as clean defense as you're going to get. And we're going to get a timeout here by Fossil Ridge. So far in this third quarter, not a whole lot of scoring.
No, both teams have been playing a good man defense. Fairview has just been making sure that they haven't been, Fossil hasn't been scoring. So we'll see what Fossil has in play for Fairview to try to get a bit better and bigger lead.
And it was unique. You saw in the Fossil defense, they actually trapped. They tried to trap number 5 in the top.
I have been seeing that they've been like double teaming and just trying to make sure that he doesn't get the ball,
which is more characteristic of a zone defense. So maybe we're seeing a transition. Maybe the defense isn't all on the same page right now. But you know, we're gonna find out here. And Fossil Ridge is maintaining its lead, though it's down to 6. And I'd say that's anything below 5 is getting dangerous. But you know, with a 6-point lead right now and Fossil ball, they can put one in the basket. They should be all right. Goldie makes a move, picked by Keel. Goldie puts it up.
15 gets the rebound and passes it 25.
25 taking it up the court. Looks like he checked in for number 5, so we got a new control of the offense here.
No, 25 was in beforehand. 5 they just wanted to sub
subbed him out.
Yeah.
Good catch there by Nutting, and way to put it up on the fast break. Those are those fast break points we're talking about. They're easy points, they're easy buckets, and
they're clean.
They are clean. They usually result in nice, easy layups. Number 10 gets kind of trapped and just puts it up in the air. Doesn't hit anything. I'm guessing that shot was hoping for a foul, and he just didn't get it.
Just the air ball in there.
Yeah, air balls are about one of the worst things you can put up. They don't hit anything.
They just go straight to the ground.
But hey, some see them as a pass. So I guess it really, depending on where the air ball ends up, that's what matters. But
I mean, like again over there where it was 25 or 25 was passing or shooting, whichever one it was, but it was a complete air ball and it got to number 23.
Nutting to Haddad. Spate Haas. Good ball movement here. Risky pass. Nutting with it. Drives in. Gets it into Haddad and turnover. You can't be having those turnovers. That was a good-looking offensive possession, and they just couldn't put any points on the board.
He lost control once he got into the paint.
They've been having these possessions where it seems like everything's going well, and then there's just one little mistake that's blowing it all up. And it seems to be coming from a variety of different players at this moment. But
yeah, it could be dribbling, or it could be just they lose it or trip. And either way, they got to be able to fix that in practice.
Number 1 tried to attempt the baseline drive, and there's a foul by number 20. Probably pushed him out. Can't be pushing here. Refs have been making a pretty big point about keeping the hands outside while playing defense. Get those hands inside. You never know what's going to happen. It's not clean defense. Number 3 knocks it down from the corner, 4-3. Fairview now, 5-point differential.
They're closing that gap.
They're closing the gap. And Fossil's been seems to be scoreless for a little bit here. And you get some points on now. Spate Haas.
You gotta get the A's in there. There's 2.
Goff.
Oh, there's that pass, and he finishes
into Jake Bisson. Way to finish there. That was a hot pass coming in from Goff. Ooh. Number 3 says none of that. Finishes with a layup. So number 3 has now scored Fairview's last 5 points with a 3 in that layup right there. So maybe they keep feeding him. That's what I'd be doing. Puts it up. Strong off the back iron. They're getting aggressive now. Number 3 drives. Puts it up. Oh. Finishes. Number 3 is on fire right now, and the gap is closed to 3 points.
I think number 3 and number 30 are having a competition who can see who can get the better layup.
Yeah,
obviously 3 is winning.
What an acrobatic finish there.
Yes.
Spate Haas steps out of bounds while trying to drive baseline. Well, let's see. Maybe it was a foul, but it looks like. Oh, nope, it was a foul. But since they're not in the bonus, it's not going to be free throws. And inbound here for Fossil Ridge. Little pick inbound play. Miller puts it up way short. Didn't look comfortable taking that shot there.
No, as soon as he let go, I'm pretty sure he knew that it was not going.
That looked like one of those shots. He caught it. He was open. He never gets the opportunity, and he just went for it. And you can't blame him for trying. But
no, you can't. I take those shots when I play lacrosse. If I'm open and I take the shot, I usually get yelled at. But I mean, like, hey, it's basketball. You got to take.
You can't be faulted for taking an open shot, and especially when that's what your offense is working towards. You trust everybody on the floor is going to make a shot, and obviously some are more consistent than others, but you can't really pass up those open opportunities. So
no, you can't.
You know what? Though it was an air ball, Easton Miller, that was a good shot selection. Fairview is going to inbound here, score 27-24, 3-point differential. Fairview has really came back here in this third quarter, carried by number 3. He scored their last 7. Nope. Looks like it's going to be a turnover.
What was it, a travel or a double dribble?
They did not signal, but I'm going to assume it was a double dribble.
Okay.
Goff inbounds to Bisson. Bisson had a nice finish earlier. Goff. Bisson. Spate Haas. Goff.
5 has got an angry streak going on. He does not want anybody to get past him.
Goff takes a shot. Oh, just short. A little more that would have gone on. Good rebound there by Bisson. Goff back with the ball near the top of the key. Spate Haas. He's been driving a lot, so Spate Haas gets it again. Expect him to try to get it inside. Back to Goff. This is a long possession, but that's not a bad thing necessarily. It means they're controlling the ball, and they're not turning it over here. So, tip pass over. Bisson misses. Haddad gets it, puts it back up. Good rebounding put back there by Haddad. That's the kind of stuff you need. After a long possession, you got to get points, and that they did that there, and that's what you look for.
Oh. Well, plus they've been playing the left side, which
I'm pretty sure is their strong side because they haven't been going from the right at all this third quarter. So
Bisson had a chance there for a fast break. Oh, Goff puts it up at the buzzer, way short. It looks like they had some better shot opportunities during that last possession. They just didn't take them.
well, yeah, they were getting open a ton and just being able to pass, moving the ball, trying to get open shots like what Spatehaus and Haddad were able to get.
And I mean, when the clock's counting down, you're not going to get the perfect shot, and that can be hard for some younger players to understand. It's like, hey, we got to take the open look. And Miller had a nice look there. He got passed out of the ball, but maybe it was the recollection of his last 3-point attempt that just got into his head, and that kind of lack of confidence can be hard.
Yeah, it can bring you down when you just need a boost just to get able to get.
Basketball is one of those mental games. It's like you have the physical abilities to make it every single time. It's just, can you stay out of your own head and just repeat the same repetition? And that's why players that get on fire, like number 3, he's got all the confidence in the world right now. He's going to keep taking shots. And if I were the Fairview team, I would just let him take over, if I'm being honest. He's put up,
He's been doing great. He's been getting the layups in, and that's really what you need to win a game is just keep hitting those layups and just keep.
Yeah, I mean, he had 7 points in that quarter alone. So.
Yeah.
All right, start of the fourth quarter, 29-24, Fossil Ridge with the lead. They got some points there before the quarter ended to open that lead back up to 5. But they just need to hold on here for another 7 minutes and 40 seconds. So
let's see what plays they can
steal
make.
there by number 5. Good work. Fast break. More fast break opportunities. Not a good layup. Should have looked to somebody to dish that to. Fast break. Bad pass there by Goff. Saved. What a great save there by Haddad.
Bisson has the ball.
Bisson's taking control here at the top of the key. Passes it over to Goff. Bisson, Spatehaus. Haddad. Miller. Oh, good cut there by Bisson. Dishes it out to Haddad. Puts it up. Knocks it down for 3. Good shot there by Michael Haddad. See, those are the kind of offensive possessions they've needed. They've had a few of them here consecutively. So, number 5 with a great drive. Gets fouled on the shot. That was a good and one opportunity there.
Oh, my God.
For Hines. Hines has been having a pretty good game. He's been really in control of this Fairview offense when he's on the court. But that free throw does miss.
Number 5 is Hines.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Kibesk. I think that's Kibesk.
It's Fairview team. I mean, both teams have missed a lot of free throws. And if it's always a what-if game, but if Fairview would have been knocking down some of their free throws, this game would be a lot tighter than it is at the moment. Fossil's kind of opened this game back up to a
with last games
lead,
there was like 8 free throws in one quarter, and they did like 75% of them at least.
That second free throw was good there by Hines. Haddad taking it up the court. Oh, he's going to drive. Good move. Dishes it out. Malakar is in. Looks like we got a few substitutions in here for Fossil Ridge. Keel is back in, and I expect him to make a pretty decent impact here early. Good finish there by 25 from Fairview. Another fast break finish. Another easy chance at points that Fairview was able to capitalize on.
He's just floating on air right there.
Haddad puts it up. No good.
Number 10 rebounds, gets it back to 25.
That was a bit of a heat check there for Haddad.
Ooh.
After knocking down that 3.
Yeah.
To be brought back down to earth. 5. Oh. Is that Keel? Keel with the swat.
No, that was Pierce with the swat.
That was Pierce with the swat. Excuse me. What a good defensive play. You love to watch swats. They're good highlight plays. They're hard to do, and that's Number 3 puts it up, gets fouled. Number 3's getting to the rack, and he's either putting it in or he's getting fouled. So I'm just going to keep reiterating. Number 3 has to be the guy that Fairview's running their offense through right now. It's going to be 2 shots.
Well, have we seen him do any free throws yet? Because I cannot remember if he has done any. So we will see if he's actually doing pretty well with the free throws.
That's the first one down. It's about as smooth as you can get a free throw right there. No rim, straight net.
Let's see if he can do another nothing but net.
Just like that, the Fossil Ridge lead has dropped to only 3. They had an 8-point lead just about a minute ago. But that's how fast the tide really turns here in basketball games. Keel, not one to have the ball at the top of the key. You could tell there. He seemed a little uncomfortable. Feeds it in. Oh, short off the glass. That was a good pass, though. That was a good cut, good pass. They just have to finish. All right, number 25 in the corner. There's a little step-back dribble there. And he travels. Looks like he took a step and then hopped. So they're going to count that as the 1 step with your foot and then 2 more steps on the land. So that's going to be a total of 3. If he would have jump stopped and he take 1 step, landed on both feet simultaneously, they wouldn't have called that a travel. But since he took the 1 step and then landed in a 1-2 fashion, they count that as 3 steps.
You know, it makes it sound like you're describing hopscotch to me right now.
It is similar. If you got good hopscotch still. Oh, bad pass there. Costly turnover there by Fossil Ridge with such a slight margin at the moment.
Well, Cruz had the speed, but just couldn't get there in time.
Number 3 back at the top of the key. Let's see what he does. I'd be surprised if he gives up the ball here.
Oh.
Which he does. Dishes it out to the corner. Just a bit long there. So this ball went over the backboard. It is going to be Fossil Ridge ball. Nutting will inbound to Moran. A lot of different players in for Fossil Ridge here. They've really varied their lineups. Whether that's just to keep everybody fresher or to try to find that lineup that's
the connection
scoring.
between them.
It's been pretty inconsistent. Oh, so close to a good steal there by number 25. He read that pass perfectly, and he couldn't keep the ball in bounds.
He tried taking advantage, but just it got away from him.
But you can see they're active on defense. They're looking for turnovers. But with under 5 minutes left in this game, there's still a lot of time for only a 3-point margin. Moran to Nutting. Nutting puts it up from about just inside the three-point line, and he knocks it down. Good shot there. That's a good possession. Typically, that's not a very high percentage shot because, you know, it's a long 2. And
foul on 2-3, I think. Yep. Oh.
Looks like we're in the bonus here with a 1-and-1. So now both teams really have to avoid fouling. Or should I say Fossil really needs to avoid fouling because every foul is going to be some free throws. And that's not what we're looking for.
Well, yeah, but a lot of their free throws have been just hitting the iron or bricks. And with 3-3 missing
Number
it. Come
3
on.
missed the good defense there by 15, but it's going to stay Fossil Ridge ball. You got to be a little smarter with your inbound passes than that. You can't just pass it to a guy.
It wasn't an inbound pass. It was him trying to save it from going out of bounds.
Very well. Not my mistake. Nutting to Miller. Moran with a small drive into Nutting. Miller. Good ball movement. Oh, bad pass there.
Another
Nutting,
bug
but he
pass.
made up for it there. Nutting made up for his own turnover with that tip pass. See him put it up. It's going to be another Fossil Ridge turnover. That was about 3 turnovers in a span of about 10 seconds.
I think it might have been less, but yeah, pretty much.
3:31 left here in the fourth quarter. Fossil Ridge has a 5-point lead. Can they hang on? What do you think?
You know, if they keep playing with their defense right here and keep holding the ball for offense, I think they can keep their lead. But with Fairview going with their fast breaks and being able to get the free throws in that they have been, I think it'll be a little close for the ending score, but
I agree
think
with
Fossil will end up being victorious.
I agree with you, and Fossil showed the potential to have those long possessions that are upwards of 30 seconds plus, and they just need to move the ball around. There's no shot clock. I mean, there's nothing forcing them to shoot, so they really need to elongate these possessions and be smart with the ball. And there's no need to force any shots. You've got a lead, and playing with the lead is a skill that some teams are either naturally very good at or something they need to work on. 5 dishes to 3. 3 drives, floater. Looks that was off to the right. Foul there by 15. Pushed number 5. Moran on the rebound there. You can't push guys when they're trying to get the rebound. I mean, it's pretty simple. I feel like that would go in any sport. You can't just push a guy.
Well, yeah, but again, I think he was just like tripping over him, and I don't think he meant to push, but otherwise.
It's true. You never know their intentions, right?
Yeah.
Nutting puts it up. Good layup there by Nutting. Fossil's clearly doing the opposite of what we just thought about slowing it down, and that was a pretty quick shot.
But hey, as long as they score, they can
Right.
end
As
up
long as you
winning.
score, doesn't matter. That was a good drive and pass there by number 5, but play is going to stop, and it's going to be a 1-and-1 for number 5, Hines, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe it's Hines. And then 25 is Simon, and then 3 is Spacek, I think.
Number 5 misses the free throw, and that's what I'm saying here with these free throws. They got to knock them down. Oh. Carry. Moran with the carry. Trying to slow it down. He just had to take a few more steps instead of just trying to stop and carry the ball. But, man, this is 2:30 left, and Fossil Ridge has found a way to extend their lead to 7 points here. And I honestly believe that Fossil Ridge, they just have to play calm and composed, and they should be able to pull out this game.
Yeah, they need to have a steady mind to be able to get the passing better and ball handling. They also need to make sure that their offensive is a lot longer, so
their
they can
offensive
wear out
sets
the
need
clock.
to be a lot longer. I agree with that. But as you've seen, Fairview's come within striking distance, but they haven't been able to put in the dagger yet. And they've had opportunities, and just as it seems when they're getting within 3 points, you know,
Fossil pulls ahead.
Fossil
and
pulls
is
ahead
able to-
again. And that's something where it's almost a momentum thing where if you get within 3 points, call a timeout. And then don't allow that swing back to happen.
Yeah,
and that may seem counterintuitive, but it's just happened over and over again where they're getting so close and then Fossil goes on a little bit of a run.
Well, yeah, they just need to adjust and just calm down and
25
get
for
into
3.
zone.
Off the back iron. Oh, bad pass. Those aren't the passes Fossil Ridge is needed right now. Fairview back with the ball. 25. He's going to drive, spin, puts it up, just short. You need a little more on it. Good rebound by 10 and good putback. That ball bounced off the back of a Fossil Ridge player, and number 10 just plucked it off and put it back up.
Pretty sure one of Fossil Ridge's own players kind of like knocked 13 in the face a little bit to make him hunch over.
A little friendly fire out there.
Yeah.
23 puts it up, floater, way too long. They can't be having those possessions, and they only have 1:44 left. All they have to do is hold on to the ball. That's it. They don't have to score. Beauty of playing with a lead. Number 3 short on the shot. He seems to have cooled off after his.
Fairview is playing with a full court press just to make sure they can get the ball
Fairview's
back.
trying to get the ball back. Why are they taking? Missed the 3. I was about to say why are they taking those shots, but if they would have made that 3, I would have seemed pretty dumb.
I thought you were going to say why are they doing full court press?
Well, full court press. Fairview just needs the ball back. I mean,
Yeah,
simple as that. They have 1:20 and they have to score. But, you know, getting down to crunch time. Fossil's got to be smart here. And part of that's going to go down to the coaching. And We'll just see what they do. Looks like we're going to have some technical free throws. Not quite sure what for, but free throws. Story of this game. If they would have made more of these free throws, this game would be
closer.
totally different.
Is he's only taking 2, right?
Yep, and then Fairview will get possession. So that was a chance. If he would have knocked both those down and they would have gotten a 3, they would have been tied in this game in 1 possession. But we'll see how they do with this possession here after this timeout. Man, this is a close one. This is a nail biter, as they say. But Fossil Ridge, they just have to stay calm and composed. They can't turn over the ball, and they can't try to take shots that they don't need to take. I mean, they have a 4-point lead. That's a 2-possession game.
Yeah, all they need to do is make the passes and wear out the clock, so that they can keep their lead.
But something Fairview's doing to try to counter that is they're giving that that full court press, which is pressuring Fossil Ridge to speed up and play faster than they need to. But once they break the press and make it onto their side of the court, they can slow that down.
Yeah,
they have no need to continue at that frantic pace. Inbound here. Number 25. Pretty slow. Good pick there by 10. Pick and roll. 10 puts it up. Fouled. Man, 10's going to have to knock down his free throws here, and if he can knock down both of them, it's a 2-point game. Fossil's got to hang on here. You can kind of tell they're nervous here, playing with a lead. So
it's dead. My bad.
Our cameras here are starting to die. This game is gone.
Ooh, there we go. Okay.
Longer than predicted, so we got to make some battery switches here.
Yeah, but it's actually been going pretty fast. I felt like the first quarter went by extremely
It
quick.
has felt like a pretty quick game, but our cameras disagree. All right, he knocked down the first free throw. Here we go, number 2. Oh, short. 3-point game.
3-point game
Ridge
with 1
needs
minute
to
left.
slow down here, okay? Look at that. Passing the ball around. Keel. Oh, Keel. Looks like it's got a reach by number 10. Trying to take advantage of him because, you know, he looks like he's a 5, and 5s aren't used to really handling the ball outside the 3-point line. So they're just trying to take advantage there, try to get a steal, but ends up getting the reach. Or maybe it was a timeout. But either way, play is stopped, and Fossil still has possession.
I think if it was foul, I think they would have brought it out to the sideline. So I think you are right. I think they did call a timeout. Let's see what they can do with
1:04 left.
Well, that was definitely broken.
As my dad says, basketball minutes at the end of the game are the longest minutes of your life. This minute.
Same with anything that's 1 minute long.
Yeah,
You're
bunch of
just waiting for
timeouts,
it.
ball stoppages. But so it just adds to the suspense. If we're being honest, this is, you know,
Entertaining.
Moran with the ball. Usually when I have your best ball handler, handle it right now. Nutting, top of the key. Keel. Uh-oh, he seems to be caught up. Oh, gets it out to Bisson. Bisson. Just dribbling around, burning time. Here we go. Keel. Fouled. See, it looks like it's going to be a 1-and-1, it looks like.
No, foul was on 10, and I think they're taking it from out of bounds.
Foul is on 10, and they're bringing in their free throw guys now. They just took Keel out, and they put in another guard. It looks like they're running a really small lineup right now. They want all their free throw shooters in the game. They know it's about to be foul time. Looks like they almost intentionally were trying to foul, and it didn't work.
It looks like on the top of the looks like on the top of the rim, they're going to double
Goff is
press.
fouled. Well, it looks like it's going to be a 1-and-1 potentially. If that foul puts them into the bonus. Or not. Fairview not fouling has now come back to kind of haunt them here. Though I'm sure they're going to foul quick again, so not a whole lot of time is going to get
Well, yeah,
them
they've
off
been
the board, but
Fairview's been just pushing during like this last minute just to get them to screw up and get the ball back.
Here we go. Are we in free throws now?
Nope, still out of bounds.
Man, we're just killing seconds here. Killing like 1 second at a time with each of these inbounds.
Did they go overtime if it's tied, or do they just call it a tie?
I would hope they go overtime. You got to settle it one way or another, right?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Another inbound. Keep possession. That's all you got to do. Good inbound. They have not fouled. What are they doing? Number 5. Oh, little tackle there.
Nah, that was a bear hug right there.
That was a bear hug, yeah. Either way, that's a foul. And my goodness. They foul with 11.8 seconds left on the clock here. Man, here we go. Now into the free throws, 1-1. All Fossil has to do to win this game is hit their free throws. That's it. They can seal this game.
Even if they don't make them, I'm pretty sure that all they have to do is just stall for a little bit and they'll be fine.
It's true, because there's no guarantee Fairview is going to knock down a 3 either. So I guess Fossil Ridge it should be a little calm knowing that they can't lose this in one possession. They can only tie, right? But obviously we're not playing for overtime, especially when you have a lead. You're playing to win.
Yeah.
So they just knocked down one of these free throws, and they should be set. And it's a 1-1, so they have to knock down the first one to get the second one. So, man, the nerves on this free throw shooter right now.
And now all the pressure is on his shoulders.
Number 3, Eli Nutting. He knows his game's in his hands, and I'm sure he's practiced this, by himself in the gym, saying there's 10 seconds left, and I got free throws to seal it. But here we go. First shot, long, rebound by Keel, but cannot hang on to it. Loose ball, picked up by Fairview. 25 with it. 25. Timeout by Fairview with 3.5 seconds left. They just burned 8 seconds with that possession. That loose ball was a blessing in disguise there for Fossil Ridge because that ball was just moving around and nobody had control of it.
But hopefully that Fairview can get the pass in real quick and get their shot in as fast as they can to get the 3 in.
You can hope for a clean look, right? And if you're Fairview, you're thinking, who's my best three-point shooter? Set them a pick and get them open, right? They're going to have one shot at this, right? And I'm sure Fossil's going to be prepared for that because they've been watching, and they'll allow the two-point shot to go in. They just cannot foul. If they take a shot inside of the arc, they cannot foul, no matter what. Who cares if they got 2 points? Who cares? Nothing's going to happen. But, they just have to be really smart about that. It's almost like a prevent defense here. Prevent the three-pointer, but allow the two-pointer.
I definitely agree with you. They can't foul, and they have to hit the 3 or they're done for. They've got 4 seconds.
Well, here's a unique play. What if they fouled him and gave Fairview just 2 free throw shots? Long. That's the game. Fossil Ridge is going to win it here, 36-33. Great matchup. Fossil Ridge was able to hold on. Any final thoughts here?
No, they played smart for fourth quarter. They tried as hard as they could to keep the ball on their side, and that's all pretty much you can ask for when you have a small lead and trying to wear out the clock as much as possible.
I agree with you. I think that Fossil Ridge team handled the last 2 minutes there very, very well. But, it's great to always see a SaberCat win, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. This has been Chris Bauerfeind, Alex Feldman, Taryn Morgan, Brady Haunts, and we'll see you next time. And our boy Quinn running the switchers.